Welcome to the Interim EFC Lightweight podcast. Tonight we are live. This is the start of the watch along, and in the prelims, we had a very storied prelims, pun intended. You'll hear why in a second. But between Velem and Mkhwanazi, we have a low blow. Mkhwanazi is on his knees, on all fours, as they say. He got kicked in the nuts. Where's my mouse gone? There she is. Okie dokie. So let's go into the prelims. Let's have a look at how the prelims went. In the prelims, we had Seth van Aswegen, and no, he did not fight given Majuba. There was a late replacement, but he won his fight in the first round by submission. Then we had Denver Isaacs. He is back in the hex, and he won, and now he's up to 2-0. He beat Ngqoyiya in his fight. Ngqoyiya. We'll leave it right there. Then in the next fight between Vilakazi and Mbombe, as I said, you're about to hear the whole story. And Story Mbombe won. Mind you, for me, that makes me a Mumish because last night on the show, I was very, very, very certain that he was going to get his ass kicked. And I said so as much by Siana Vilakazi. But unfortunately, Vilakazi did not come to the party and he got rear naked choked. Another Mamelodi's Warriors guy goes down to a submission. They really need to work on their ground game at that gym. Then we had Grand Farrow going all the way with Alex Kapinga. Welcome and congrats again. Second win now for Grand Farrow. Then we had the bad blood fight. The fight to find out who's actually the better fighter between Jeremy Chibala at heavyweight and Christopher Matukani at heavyweight. Oh, and boy, slugfest. But guess who won? Jeremy Chibala. Chibala is back, and he beat Christopher Matukani very convincingly this time. I don't know what Matukani needs to do. I know he beat Glody Kanzeko in his last fight, but I think he needs to wrap it up, honestly. Then in the last fight on the prelims, we had Marino, the Scorpion Cutendana, returning to the Hex after about 6 years, and he beat Rian, the Mountain Lion Dunn. That's the prelims. Welcome to the stream. And now we are in the main card with Mkhwanazi versus Velem. So far, low blow, but hey, let's get it, Good fight. Always good to see Hercules in the Hex. His record's currently 5-4. Wait, Lucky Mkhwanazi? He's Hercules? Am I right? Am I making this up? Now I'm confused. Oh, right. He's Hercules. Yeah. His last win came against Johannes Rudolph. Before that, he was on 4-fight skid. 4 fights he lost in a row to Ngqoyiya Mbizani Jr. I think he's a great fighter. He just hasn't been winning, unfortunately. I think Mbizani Jr. is fantastic. He also lost Moses Mukari. Musa, bad news to Twape. He's also on a run, a bad run. So if you lose to Musa Twape right now, that doesn't look good on you. And Simon Hassini, which was at UAE Warriors. And the reason he was out at UAE Warriors is because he had 5 fights on the trot with a win. He was on a 5-fight winning streak, went out to UAE Warriors, and from there, he just struggled to recover, but now he's back. Let's see how he's doing in this fight against Nasipi Velem. I picked Velem to win this fight. I didn't think Mkhwanazi had shown enough to say he's back for him to win this fight. Velem's been fighting very well recently. He's on a win streak. He is 2-0. He had a draw against Alex Kapinga in his last fight, so he's 2-0-1. So I think he's wait, this says 3-1, 3-1-1. Interesting. Okay, this must have been at boxing. Okay, so he lost in boxing, but he hasn't lost in MMA. That's Nasipi Velem. I see we have the chats. Let's go into the chats. We are live. Shout out Case Files. Always good to have you on the stream. Thank you so much. I hope you are watching. We've got the second low blow in the first round. Unlucky Makeka, he got kicked in the nuts twice now in the first round. I don't look good for Bellamy. That's bad because that's definitely going to be a point. Twice in one round. There's nothing else PD Thunder Coxon's going to be able to do here. Although Makeka looks okay. Even the first one, he didn't take his full 5 minutes. He took like maybe a minute. So they're not too serious. Yeah, but they both went for a knee at the same time, and Makeka got caught right in the nuts. It was not pretty at all. It was not nice. Yes, this fight is fire. These boys are fighting. These boys really fighting. Makeka looks very uncomfortable after that second low blow, but I don't see that the ref has taken a point. It was a mistake. But 2 in 1 round. When do you do something as the ref then becomes the question. And this is one of those scenarios in MMA where the ref lets it go and then the other fighter wins the fight. But you could technically, by decision, for example, but you could technically see that as a unfair advantage to the fighter who did not get a point taken away. But we're about to see out the first round, 2 low blows, but not bad from Makeka and Bellamy. Bellamy gets into full mount with 8 seconds to go, so there's the round. Okay, not a bad round. Not a bad round for the first fight on the card. Oh, that's interesting. I think Bellamy won that. Wait, see, that's the thing. If Bellamy won that round, but he had 2 low blows, is that fair, Makeka? Because then, like, I would have liked to have seen the ref take a point there, to be honest. I would have. But he didn't. So, is what it is. Okay, second round, first fight, main card. Let's go. So, on the prelims, I need to go back to Story in Bombay. Bruh, 0-3. My books, he wasn't just a can. He was designed to be a punching bag. He came up against 2-5, Sianda Vilakazi. Okay, maybe another. That we can maybe at this point we can call him a can. Unfortunately, Sianda, I love you, bro, but at this point, 2-6. That's can territory. At least Mpho is now 1-3. You know, maybe he can do something. Oh, stiff left from Makeka. Almost sat down Bellamy. No, this is a good fight though. They're fighting like they should be for this weight class. Nothing annoys me more when you see these flyweights fighting and they fight like they're middleweights. It's like, but guys, you're small. You're supposed to be quick. You're supposed to be technical. You're supposed to be skilled. Like that's what we expect from this weight class. But in the EFC, the smaller guys tend to like walk around and swing as if they're bigger guys with knockout power. It's the strangest thing to watch. But at least these two are actually fighting, actually going for it. They're not doing that hold back, I got one punch that'll knock you out type of approach to the fight. There's Dylan Ray, always with the camera. Good to see all the familiar faces, EFC. Simon, Nick, PD, the GOAT, Iga Cabeza. Canadian Pure. This is a really good fight. These two boys are fighting. Bellam's now pushing for a takedown. He got the takedown and he's trying to get a submission because he saw how the first round ended with him in full mount. And he's like, look, let me test Makeka's ground game, which he's doing. Makeka has him in a guillotine that seems tight. No, it's not tight. It's not tight enough. Bellum's about to wiggle his head out, I think. Oh, he reset it. He's trying to lock the legs. Nope, not tight enough. Bellum is safe. It's a nasty guillotine though, but Bellum is safe. Hand fighting, and he's about to pop. He popped out of that one. Yes, case files that say Lucky is working tonight. He is being put to the test, to say the least. But Bellum is a pretty good fighter. I mean, like I just said, he's 2-0-1, 1 draw, 2 wins. So he knows what he's doing. He's got Kanye Makam and I think it's Chris Bright in his corner. That's a decent corner to have as well. That's not CP Bellum. Yo, Lucky is throwing though. Lucky is fighting. Yep, he's hunting that performance bonus. He is hunting that performance bonus tonight. But Lucky's finding himself on his back a little bit too much. So, yeah, this is definitely going the way of Nasipi Vellum. It's what I expected, to be honest. I just didn't think Mkhwanazi is back yet. Hopefully soon, but he's not yet back. He's not yet back to the 5 fights on the trot winning Hercules. He's not yet there. And I think Bellum's doing the right kind of work. Don't get me wrong. Lucky is working hard, but it's just inches. And I give it to Bellum. But going back to the first round with the 2 low blows, that's what I'm saying. If this goes to the judges, that 1 point could make a difference between another draw for Bellum and not losing if you're Mkhwanazi. There is a sound that is too high. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, blink twice. Hello? Why are you doing this to me, Case Files? Is the sound too high, by the way? Just let me know on that one. It's important to know. Oh, Nasipi Vellum also has the Marpena in his corner. So, I mean, that's a good corner for Nasipi Vellum. Yeah, Mkhwanazi just got knocked down right in the last 2 seconds of the round. Yeah. This is how you open the card. The last EFC, was it the last one or the one before? I think it was 1-3-4. Oh. Okay, let's turn the sound down or turn mine up. Is that better, Case Files? Can you hear me better? Am I audible? And thank you, Case Files. Shout out. I appreciate it. Am I audible now, Case Files? Please tell me. Tell me now. As we go into the third round between Nasipi Vellum and Lucky Hercules Mkhwanazi. Shout out to everyone who is watching, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on playback. Welcome to the stream. My name is Yao. I am your host. This is the Kick Him in the Head. Apologies. Kick Him in the Head podcast. We are live watching EFC 136. This is your watch along. And we are going to the third round between Lucky Mkhwanazi and Nasipi Vellum. So far, I've got Vellum winning. If it goes to judges and Mkhwanazi can win the third one, then in my opinion, it should win a draw. But that's if he wins a round. He's not winning anything so far by my books. I'm glad. Thank you very much, Case Files SA. Now I got to go and watch the playback and figure see if I was that inaudible for 15 minutes. Oh my God. But yeah, Mkhwanazi. Unfortunately, I don't think he's got it. Not in this fight, anyway. Then the question is, if he can't take out a rising prospect in Vellum, who's only got what 3 professional fights under his belt, this would be Makeka's like 11th. If he can't take him out, then what's actually next for him? Like, who does he fight next? Yes, Case Files SA, Lucky is getting cooked. Oi! Damn! Woo! If that right hand connected, Makeka would have been out. Sorry, Vellum would have been out, but Makeka actually fell from throwing crazy right hand. But he keeps catching him with the overhand right, but it's not enough. It's not going to knock him out, Vellum out. So, he can keep throwing it, but Vellum is doing a good job of managing his range with the kicks. Makeka goes for a takedown, but somehow falls on his face and gives Vellum his back. Oh, come on, Hercules, bro. You can't try and take someone down and then fall on your face and they take your back. Bro, come on. Oof. And now Vellum is on his back, on the floor, on the ground. He's got the hooks in. He's got Lucky's back completely. And now he's going to try for the rear naked choke. Can Hercules turn? Nope. He's almost under the chin. Hand fighting is going on from Hercules. Let's see if he can successfully defend this. His posture is right. He's raised his hips. So, he's dropped his legs. His hips have dropped. And Vellum... Makeka's turned. But Vellum is still trying to get his back, but Makeka has the underhook. Well done. He stood up. That's some good work from Lucky Makeka. Right back down to the ground. Okay, that's the fight. Unless Makeka can get up and, I don't know, do something else, it's done. This fight is done. And that's the first fight. But we still have 2 minutes to go. Geez, my sound was that bad for 15 minutes. Oh my God. I should have checked my levels. Sound, the bane of my podcasting career. If you know how many times I've lost sound on anything, right before he passed away, rephrase, was murdered. This is YouTube. Right before he was unalived, much better, in Durban, I had an interview with AKA. If you don't know who that is, that's Super Mega in South Africa, huge star. Murdered, I think, January or February 2024. And I had an interview with him from 2023 with no sound. The point is, sound is the bane of my podcasting experience, my podcasting life. It's always... They even call me the mute mouse on our prediction show with the Fight Week show, Dust Up Shakedown, because I'm always randomly on mute. I can't believe it. Oh, thank you. You know what, Case Files? You the one. Thank you so much. Only for 3 minutes. Okay, we're happy with that. Wow. Makeka is actually throwing a suplex on Vellum. And then kicked him in the nuts. That was crazy. What is going on? I've never seen that before. He literally kicked him from the back between the legs. Entertaining. Thank you, Case Files, for the crisp sound note. And there's the fight. Okay. I say Vellum. Let's see what the judges say, because we know when it goes to the judges, anything can happen. That was a good fight, though. Well done to them. Well done to them. This is how you start a main card. Well done. Very well done. They came to fight. They both came to fight. Let me just try. I'm just trying to remember the fight that we had at EFC 1. Lino versus Chuku. Mandolino. Okay, the fight that kicked off the main card there was between Mkhwanazi and Lekana. No, it was Mulele and Inchangase. Oh my gosh, that fight was boring. Oh, that fight was boring. Wow, that was the worst fight to start a main card. It was so bad to start a main card. Oh, I didn't enjoy it one bit because they weren't trying to, like, it didn't feel like anyone was trying to, so boring. So boring. But that's how you start a main card. This is how you start a main card. Well done, guys. You know what? I'm gonna precede the judges and I'm gonna put Bellum up as the winner, irrespective of the judge's decision. Watch me being a judge. Case Files also thinks that Nasipi Bellum won this fight. Let's see. Nasipi Bellum wins the fight. 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. Now let's go back to the first round. Let's take that point away for the low blow. What does that do? That takes 2 rounds to a draw, and I guess he wins by an inch. Because of that 30-27, he wins by an inch. But that's why, for me, it was very important for the refs to take the point there, because 2 low blows in 1 round. You got to take a point, because then you get to this point, then it becomes, did he have an unfair advantage, even though the other fighter was strong enough to work through the pain of the low blow? But I mean, so cool. But congratulations, Nasipi Bellum. Well done. He's now 3-0-1. Not a bad record to start your career in the EFC. And also not the worst people to start against. I mean, Lucky Mkhwanazi, tough fighter. He won. He drew with Alex Kapinga. Not easy either. So not a bad start to his EFC career, to his professional career. Okay. He wants Grant Farrow. Shout out Grant Farrow. Nice. Well done, Nasipi Bellum. Congratulations. That's what I've got to say to him and about his fight. No complaints here. No complaints about Mkhwanazi either. Well done. We'll see in his next fight what he can do, whether he can actually overcome the string of losses, because it just seems like he can hit 4th gear, presuming it's a 5-gear car. Okay, it's not a truck with like 12 gears, but he hits like 4th gear, and there just seems to be something missing for him to just go into 5th gear and just like coast through and actually win a fight. There's just something missing. I don't know what's missing in his game for him to win those fights, but there's another loss for him and a win for Nasipi Bellum. I'm going to listen to what Kanye Makam has to say. Prospect. Let's go. Let's go. It is time. We are back. It's the next fight now. It is Lecce Gumbi versus Coenie, the prophecy Lamprecht. Now, I just complained about Lecce Gumbi. His fight with Tabata Mulele was horrible. It was boring. It didn't showcase any real skill. It was a horrible, horrible fight exhibition for me. For me, okay? My preference. Interestingly, here he is again, Lecce Gumbi. And I don't blame him at all for that fight. Am I thinking of the right fight? Because Lecce is always exciting. But anyways, he's now still on the main card, being cornered by the future Nkosi Ndebele. And if you don't know who that is a PFL fighter. He won the Africa PFLs last year in the bantamweight division. He is now fighting in PFL's ranking, and he won this past weekend 30-26. 30-26. You don't hear of 30-26 very often. He beat the hell out of that man. So the point is, we've got Lecce and Changasi. God knows Ngqoyiya. God knows Ngqoyiya. Oh, God knows Ngqoyiya. The bro has my heart, which is a heart. God knows. Love God knows Ngqoyiya. Anyway, he's back. He's now main card again. Not the first fight on the main card, second fight on the main card. From the matchmaking perspective, it's very interesting for me. I do like Lecce Gumbi. I do think he has the capability to make it exciting. I do think that in his last fight, he was boring, but I think it was possibly because that was the matchmaking. They matched them up. Their styles were similar. It just, nothing was really happening. In this fight, Coenie Lamprecht, the question is, are they serving Lecce up as a sacrificial lamb to make sure Coenie can keep his momentum? Because we saw in his loss, he took it magnanimously. Coenie Lamprecht is an absolute star. I love that kid. Can't wait to see his career going forward. But in his loss to Sisa Jungula, they need to help keep the momentum of his career. And if you look at Ncangase is 2-5. Lecce Gumbi, the name that's there. He's 2-5, right? He's the same as Siyanda Vilakazi. No, that's 2-6 now. Siyanda, bro, you lost the story in Bombay. Bro, how? 2-6, Siyanda. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, Lecce's 2-5. When he loses this fight, he's 2-6, same as Siyanda Vilakazi. I think matchmakers, Graham, Ashley, match up. Are they in the same division, weight class? Must be. Match those two up. 2-6 versus 2-6. Someone's 6 has got to go. No, I'll be honest. Tonight I'm cracking myself up. Yeah, so Lecce and Changasi, he's not fighting Coenie Lamprecht. Coenie Lamprecht, the prophecy, gonna tie him up in the first 30 to 45 seconds of the fight. The question is, will Lecce Gumbi have the breadth of skill in his wheelhouse to avoid getting submitted by Coenie Lamprecht in the first 45 seconds? We've seen Lecce fight off rear naked choke, like he fights off rear naked chokes for a living because the man doesn't know how to actually work off his back. So his best defense is full defense. So he's fantastic at defending submissions because that's his version of a ground game. He doesn't have an offensive ground game. It's fully defensive. So does he have the bag of tricks required to stop? No, wait. Does he have the tools required to stop the bag of tricks that Lamprecht will be pulling out his tricks from? That is the question. 19 years old versus 36. Woo, that's an interesting age gap. Let's see. Ooh, I can't wait. Ooh, looking spiffy tonight. Kotso Bilal Ramopo, announcer of champions, fighting out of the red corner. I haven't been to the EFC in I think 3 events. This is my longest layoff from the EFC since I started going 4 years ago. I miss those people. If you've never been to the EFC and you have the opportunity, the time, whatever it is, resources, attend an EFC event. It's literally like being in underground fighting. The stuff that we hear about, I'm like, oh, they used to have underground fights. Oh, that place is amazing. It's You feel the energy of every fight. You are literally right there, feeling the energy of every fight. And if the fight isn't going well and it's boring, you feel that energy too. And we all talk to each other like, oh, this fight's boring. And it's fantastic, fantastic venue to go to. Very intimate. Absolutely love it. If you have a chance, do visit the EFC. And then you get to see interesting fights like this. Coenie Lamprecht versus Lecture Gumbi. Lecture, let's go, bro. I hope you've got something. Let's make this one exciting. I'm looking forward to this. Hey, Melissa. Shout out, Melissa. She's not just a ring girl. Melissa is a fantastic MMA resource. She knows fighting. We need to get her on the show again. We had her once. Fantastic, fantastic. Shout out to Brigana Favela. Speaking Portuguese. Fala português, meu irmão. Eu falo português. The Peter 1991 says, when is Sanchez fighting? Sanchez is fighting in 3 fights time, so you can say in about an hour. So he should be fighting around 9 o'clock. Ooh, spinning back kick from Lamprecht. He should be fighting about 9 o'clock, Adrian Sanchez. Welcome everyone to the stream. We are in the second fight of the main card. This is the Kick in the Head podcast, and as always, I am your host, Yao. We are live watching the EFC 136 event happening in Johannesburg. Ooh, another spinning kick from Lamprecht. He wants to get that head kick. Kick him in the head. Let's go, Coenie. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Do follow us on Instagram. Do comment. We do read the comments, and we respond and appreciate them. Oof, that's a big leg kick from Lecture. And like I said, I think I know why EFC matched him, because Lecture Gumbi is, apart from the fact that he can give Lamprecht a win, he's an exciting fighter. I enjoy watching Lecture Gumbi fight. Not the best fighter, but exciting enough. Ew, now you're testing my Portuguese, bro. I was just joking. My Portuguese is not that good. So do Brasil não consigo just aqui. Right now. Okay, so I'm sure tons of people watching out there. Can someone quickly something about being in Brazil and not having Consigo's the ones confusing me to assist now. Crick, crick. Do I have crickets? If I had crickets on a soundboard, I'd be playing crickets right now. Sorry, man. See, when you lie on a public platform, that's what happens to you. My Portuguese is not as good as I would have hoped. Okay, here we go. Lamprecht has tied up Gumbi as expected. What's he pulling out of his bag? He's pulling, what is that? What did he do there? How did he, trying to get his hook in. But Gumbi, as I said, Gumbi is defending very well. So I haven't been on my Portuguese Duolingo in a minute. I've been doing a lot of other languages, so I think that's why I'm a bit rusty. Sorry, Bergan Favela. There it is. There's the fight. Rear naked choke. Coenie Lamprecht. As expected. And as I said, Gumbi's exciting, but does he have the level of skill to stop whatever Coenie's going to do? And he did some weird thing trying to get his hook in. He grabbed his leg and put it on Gumbi's shoulder. It was weird, but the point is he didn't have anything. That's a minute and a half. Coenie Lamprecht is back in the winning column. I mean, that's why you give him lecture, Gumbi, to get him back in the winning column. So he did what he needed to do. Shout out to the man. Congratulations, and that's good. Sometimes you give fighters a layup and that my music's so loud. Sometimes you give fighters a layup and they absolutely shank it. They shit the bed. No, unfortunately not Peter 1991. That would be a violation and I would get banned. So no, unfortunately, cannot live watch. That was wild. it on the stream. I'm ahead of your stream by 45 seconds. Oh yes, because I'm watching on TV. Gumbi panicked. He's like, he panicked. So yes, I am ahead of you by about 45 seconds if you're watching on stream. But well done, Coenie Lamprecht. What, 2.5 minutes? I said 45 seconds. So technically, he disappointed me a little bit, but this is happy disappointment. You can watch it live on Supersport, but that's if you're in Africa, or EFC Worldwide. If you go to their website, you should be able to get a link there to watch the fights. Yes, but it's DSTV stream. Case files. Oh. This is what I used to battle with when I was watching with the guys when we do the watch alongs with the UFC, is the streaming delay. Coenie Lamprecht. Valhalla MMA. He's put Valhalla MMA on the map. And if you don't know Valhalla MMA, which I'm pretty sure most of you don't, it's an absolutely fantastic gym in Johannesburg. What they've been doing is they've been growing a crop of young fighters. So they've been very, very active in the amateur MMA scene. And now you're starting to see the fighters that they've groomed over the past 5 years coming through the ranks. For example, Coenie Lamprecht. Yep. Oh, it was a catch weight. Oh, he just called out the winner between Godfrey Mkhwanazi and Stembiso Khadebe. Fantastic. That's actually phenomenal. So he is back on track. He took the layup and he dunked the hell out of it. Bang. Fight done. So now he's called out the winner of the next fight. Sorry, the co-main between Khadebe and Mkhwanazi. He wants them. He says he's not going to fight at flyweight anymore. He's done with flyweight. He didn't make flyweight for this fight. He ended up having to do a catch weight, which is probably why he fought in Changasi, because Lecture's a dog. Lecture will fight anybody. Lecture doesn't care. Like, he will go in there and lose. But that's probably why Lecture was the only person who would take that fight, quite frankly, because not everyone wants to fight Coenie Lamprecht, especially at a catch weight. So now he's going to be going to bantamweight to cause havoc. Havoc. Oh, Coenie Lamprecht at bantamweight means Coenie Lamprecht is chasing Faiz Jacobs. Mm. That is a tasty prospect. That's very interesting that that's the direction in which he's going, is that he's now in that division that right now is full of absolute killers. The EFC bantamweight division has just been full of killers. Flyweight, bantamweight, and featherweight as well, somewhat, until Igor got injured. And featherweight kind of, they did the featherweight Grand Prix, worked out, and now it's a bit quiet, the past year and a half or something. But the point is, bantamweight is a really fire division right now. Faiz Jacobs, the champion. Oh, wow. Wow. And we know he's got his fight coming up against Baba Yaga. He fights Baba Yaga at EFC 137 next month, which is what? September. He fights Baba Yaga in September, and that's going to be fantastic. Oh, that's going to be something. Happy for Baba Yaga finally getting a title shot. We've seen the work he's put in. Baba Yaga's fantastic. That's going to be a good title fight. Now, let me just quickly recap you on what has happened here tonight at EFC 136. We have the first fight, Seth and Aswegen. He did not fight given Majuba. There was a late call in for, I don't even remember the fighter's name, but Van Aswegen won in quick fashion. Welcome. That was his debut. Denver Isaacs is now 2-0. He won against Ngqoyiya. Then we had Sianda Vilakazi absolutely getting smashed by Story and Bombe. I didn't see it coming. I'm still in shock. I'm very happy for Story Mbombe because I haven't said anything good. So congratulations, Story. But honestly, how do you lose to Story Mbombe if you're with Sianda Vilikazi? Like, I still don't get it. It's like every time it comes to that fight, I get stuck here. But moving on, then we had Grant Farrow defeating Alex Kapinga. He won by decision to the judge. It went to the judges. Grant, I'm a fan. I love you. I hope you're watching. I want you to finish your next fight. I think you're 2 decisions in a row. Let's see you finish your next fight. I want to see you finish your fight. Love watching you fight, so I get more fight time if you go to decision, but let's see you finish the fight. Then we had Jeremy Chibala taking on Christopher Matukane in the rematch. Chibala versus Matukane 2. Yeah, Christopher, bro, I don't know what you need to do. I think it's tough. It's tough for Christopher Matukane. Even the fight he won against Lodi Kanzeko, that one was a bit suspect. You know, there's a little bit of controversy around shots to the back of the head. He's been yo-yoing with his weight, catch weight, heavyweight, light heavyweight attempt from middleweight. At some point, he fought Zakir Badat, which meant he was welterweight. So Matikane's weight has just gone. And he came up against Jeremy Chibala in a rematch, and Jeremy smashed him. So well done. Congratulations, Jeremy Chibala. You are back. Then we had the Scorpion, Marino Cutendana, who is back in the hex. It's been 6 years for him. He was coming up against the Mountain Lion, Rian Dunn. Cutendana, I think on the prediction show, someone asked what's he been up to for the past 6 years. He's mostly been coaching at Team CIT with Drickus and commentating for EFC in Portuguese. That's what he's been up to. And now he's back up to fighting the first round submission of Rian Dunn. So congratulations. Well done. Welcome back to Scorpion. Then in the first fight of the main card, we had a fantastic brawl between Nasibi Vellum and Lucky Makeka. That was a brawl. Lucky got outfought Vellum. It was a good fight. I really enjoyed that fight. How they fought is how you start off the card. The next fight, again, this is how you start off the card. We had Coenie, the Prophecy Lamprecht, coming up against Lecture, the General. No, that's God knows. Lecture, the Mafia, Gumbi, or Inchangasi, whichever one it is. Quick order. Lamprecht came in to do what he needed to do. He did his job, which was quick fight, submit him. If he didn't do that, honestly, I would have been very disappointed, and it would have cast a haze over the Prophecy for me. But he did what he needed to do. 2.5 minutes, in and out. Well done. Congratulations, Coenie Lamprecht. Now, we've got the fight coming up again between Ade Volker and Arnoldo Tifu. Got his first name wrong. Butchered that one. But that's the next fight coming up. Looking forward to that fight. Oh, be back soon. Next fight starting soon. Jeez. Yes. No. Ish. So Kraken and I went through this one last night, 2 nights ago. And I just think Faiz has this colossal momentum right now, like this crazy momentum. And I just don't think he's going to be dislodged right now, especially if you look at his fight against Gift Walker, who we thought was the only credible contender at that point. So if before Gift we had said Baba Yaga, it would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe, okay, sure. But Gift has to get it. And if he did that to Gift, I don't know. Look, it's a tough one. That one. We've seen Baba Yaga's rise. We've seen how he's learned from his losses. I just think you want Faiz to surrender to Baba Yaga. I don't know. Hey, I don't know, because I don't see Baba Yaga knocking out Faiz. It's Joel Tifo, by the way, not whatever I said. It's Joel Tifo that's fighting next against Ade Volker. So if what? Tell that to Brendan. Brendan's gonna You don't really give Walker wow. um, so that's the thing. I think he'll give Faiz a tough fight though, because he's fast, he's skilled, and all that. But I don't know. I don't know. There's a specific type of aggression he might need to bring to the fight, not skill, aggression that Baba Yaga would need to bring to the fight to win that fight. If he brings pure skill, for me, Faiz wins that fight. If he brings anger and unpredictability, he catches Faiz off because it's like, wait, but this guy is what? For me, that is what will win Baba Yaga that fight. It's just not coming in and establishing a jab. No, fighting Faiz. That's what'll work for me because Faiz comes to fight. If you want to take the time to have a real fight, jab, jab, combo, body, Faiz will eat you up. That's just what Faiz does. It's his bread and butter. But unpredictable, dirty box, like just, that's how you beat Faiz. If excuse me, if you want to beat Faiz Jacobs. Not knockout, but there's no way he's winning. Do not say I did not tell you. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Case files. Brandon? Who's Brandon? Case files, I say. Tell me. Tell us now. Let me update this card. I'm busy yapping. Joel Tifo's a arm wrestling champion in Cameroon. That's interesting. Then again, Mohamed Ba was a kickboxing champion out of Senegal. Although arm wrestling is interesting. Don't hear that often. I wonder if anyone's put money on Joel Tifo. Oh, because I used the wrong one. Okay, so Tifu's out of versus. He used to fight out of versus, and he's now here at EFC, making what is seeming to be a natural progression from versus to EFC. Ade Volker. This is going to be a violent fight because both men are very strong. Ade Volker he's powerful. He's a powerful guy, very very powerful middleweight, and we know the guys of Cameroon have so much power. They hit you, they nganu you, and it like it. Oof, oof. So it'll be interesting to see if Tifu's power will translate in this fight and if he can hurt Volker before Volker can start with the takedowns, with the grappling, with the wrestling, with putting his arms around his body. Can he punch him enough to not have that happen? That's really where I see his path to victory is making sure that he can keep Volker's hands off his body or arms off his body. Let's check out the chats. Fighting alongside Luke Michael. Welcome back, Luke, friend of the show. Yes, wait, who's fighting alongside Luke Michael? Did I miss something? Baba Yaga's a warrior. He wants to fight. Yes, he loves to fight. That man loves what he's doing. BJJ, where are the Smith brothers? Where are the Smith brothers? I know that they're still doing verses, but I haven't watched verses in maybe 3-4 events, so I'm not sure what's happening. And Joel's, I don't know. Joel, okay. Yeah, so, I wonder. Volker. I've got Volker winning this fight. Oh, what's happened to my card? I've got Volker winning the fight. What's going on with the card? There we go. I've got Volker winning this fight. We'll see how it goes. I don't really know what Mpho brings. He's an arm wrestling champion, so he's got power in the hands. He needs to keep it standing. He needs to establish his jab early. That's what I think. As much as I was complaining about the jab, if you're fighting for ease, but he's 2-3 in his record. Let's see what he does. I think Volker gets it. I think Volker's what, 2-0 now? He's going to go to 3-0. Yeah, so William hasn't really been off the grid. I think we've been off the grid. He's still, every time someone from Durban fights, he's there. Guaranteed. Wait, Ade Volker 6'1"? Am I 6'1"? Because this dude's shorter than me, I swear. Like, or the same height, at least. So I guess maybe I'm 6'1". Yeah, 6'1". Brad Block. Here we go. Volker versus Mpho. That is the fight that we are on in what has been a decent fight card so far here at EFC 134. Melissa. Shout out Melissa. Jeez. I don't know why I'm nervous for this fight, but I feel like I'm going to see a disgusting knockout. That's how I feel right now. Like, oof, get you there! Nice head kick. Shout out Melissa. Shout out Melissa. Melissa. Jeez. The in-play odds have Mpho at 4.8. Interesting. Still less than in Changasi, but I mean, 2.5 minutes explains why. If you were doing a bet on that fight, you would have bet on which round it would finish to try and make any money, and I would have still gone Coenie Lamprecht. Like I said, I expected 45 seconds. Moving on to the fight that we're actually watching right now between Ade Volker and Joel Mpho. Mpho's caught maybe 3 heavy leg kicks, and each one of them, he moves like he has no idea what checking a kick is. That's number 4. And you don't see many like leg kicks of value in the EFC where you would say that, damn, this guy's beating this dude's leg up. You don't see that. But Volker is using it right now very effectively. Mpho just checked one, but you can already see there's a big welt. And there's the takedown. There's the takedown attempt. And then he switched to a takedown on Volker and then got caught in the guillotine. Bro, come on. Don't lose the guillotine. Not now. The guillotine is not tight, though. It's not tight. It's going to slip out. He just needs to do a bit better hand fighting, get his posture right. He needs to fix his posture because right now what he's doing is going to get him in trouble. There we go. He's fixed his posture, but Volker is not letting go, but he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. He's just going to tie out his arms if he doesn't let go soon. At least Mpho's trying to posture up. And oh, nope. Now Mpho's not doing the right thing. Now he's just stuck his neck in. But Volker's losing his grip. But Mpho needs to be fighting the arms. Come on. Fight the... He's trying to get up. You got to fight the elbow. I know he doesn't have... So Volker doesn't have the best grip on his head. But 2 minutes in this position, I don't think you can do it, Joel Tifu. You got to fight the elbow. Oh, and he's out. Oh, he popped out. Jeez. Finally, he popped out. And he's been working the ribs of Volker. So Volker's right side is going to be feeling some pain after this because it did take a little bit of punishment. He will be peeing red in the morning. That's a reference to getting hit in the kidneys. Apparently, it makes you pee blood the next day. So I've heard. I've not been hit in the kidneys like that before. Okay, now Tifu's posturing up and hitting him with some ground and pound. Okay, well done, Joel Tifu. Okay, you're 2-3, but not bad, not bad. Yes, oh, big elbows right to the ribs of Volker. Oh, Volker's posture changed immediately. That one really hurt. I must say, Tifu's throwing some good body shots. His ground and pound is decent. He's not bad on top. He's not bad on top at all. And I like his posture. He keeps on posting up when he can. Now he's in full guard. Volker has him in full guard. Volker threw a big elbow. If Volker slips it quickly, he can probably go for a triangle, but Tifu's got a good grip on the back of his neck, so I don't think he's going to be able to slip. Oh, there we go. He can slip it now because Tifu's on the other side, and he's starting to go for something. No, he's not. Still in full guard. I thought Volker was better than this on the ground. He's not really trying to get out of the position. He's not really throwing up any submissions. He's just kind of pulling Tifu into his guard, which, as we know, he's just got his legs crossed. First of all, that's not how you win a round. Second of all, that's not how you get up. Third of all, that's not how you submit someone. So that's very strange that Volker doesn't know how to work off his back. I didn't expect that. Okay, well done, Joel Tifu. Close round. Could have gone Tifu's way. He got out of he threw more strikes. Yes. That was definitely missionary position all the way. Just pull the man's head down, cross the legs over his back. Missionary. The worst. You're not doing anything. You're just on your back, pulling the guy into you, crossing your legs over his back. Nah. Where's Kraken tonight? I wonder if Kraken's in the crowd. He must be. He's always there. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Is that Spain Volker has tattooed on his side? It is. Round 2. Let's see. This is an interesting fight so far. I didn't expect it to be this interesting. I didn't expect it to be close. It was a very close first round, but I think Volker just got it. If I think about the leg kicks he threw and everything, Tifu won the last minute, which isn't enough. Maybe 2 minutes, but it's not enough. So let's see if he goes back to the leg kicks. That's Volker. He is. And what's Tifu's response? The worst right hook I've seen in my life. He went in like this. Talk about telegraphed. Oh my gosh. Oh, the commentator just said exactly what I said. I wish we had more female fights. Okay, Volker's now on top of Tifu, but yes, Tifu's powerful. And this is what I said. Okay, now Volker's got another guillotine, but this time it's much better. He's actually got it. And I don't think Tifu. Yeah, he tapped. I didn't think Tifu was going to get out of that one. He had that one tight. Well done. So Volker learned from his mistake in the first round. Well done, Eddie Volker. I'm impressed. Yeah. Learning from your mistake in the previous round. That's very good because you have a lot of fighters. They'd have a fighter in a guillotine or in a rear naked choke at the end of the previous round. You come to the next round, they get into a similar position and just kind of fluff it again for another 2, 3, 4 minutes. You're like, but guy, finish the fight. Volker came in. He had him in the guillotine. Tifu fought out the guillotine. Brilliant, brilliant, fantastic, strong man. Good work. Second round comes, same position, guillotine. Volker didn't make the same mistake. He learned from what happened in the first round. I like that. That is fight IQ. I'm impressed by that. Well done, Eddie Volker. Good win. But that right hand was pathetic from Tifu. What was that? I've never like who hits like that in like in MMA? What is that? In any combat sport, to be frank, who hits like that? Yes, Ade is stone faced. You can even call him, well, it depends on how his career goes. You can call him the South African Alex Pereira, the original Alex Pereira, not the post double champion Alex Pereira who smiles a lot. The first one didn't smile ever. Geez, you're right. He does have a single expression. Jeez, it's like the man's face is Botoxed. He didn't move. He was like, yeah, yeah, like that was the height of his expression. Oh, now we got Farrow Spunky versus Tembiso Khadebe. That's gonna be interesting. I wonder how that's gonna go. So with that win, no, I gotta turn the sound off for this. Let's hear what Ade Volker has to say. So Ade Volker just called out Luke Michael. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, my beloved Luke Michael. But that is a good fight. Look, I like the call out because I like the fight. For him, it sounds personal. He wants Luke Michael win or lose. We all know Luke had a tough beginning or start to 2026, but he wants Luke Michael win or lose. That'll be interesting, and I think it'll be a good fight. Like in terms of a matchup, I like that fight. It's interesting. And here we go. It is the next fight between Godfrey and Mkhwanazi and Stembiso Khadebe. Who did I think I just saw there? Anyways, but interesting. I have not seen these three together in a long time, and I'm very, very happy to see them together right now. Nick Wende, the Saint, Edson, the Trapdoor Spider Machavani, and Sylvester, the Gladiator Shifumbu. Oh, those three, amazing. All former EFC champions. Nick Wende, former bantamweight champion. Edson Machavani, former flyweight champion. Sylvester Shifumbu, former bantamweight champion of the EFC. In the corner of Stembiso Khadebe. I think I made the wrong pick. Damn, that's a hell of a corner. Look, I think I made the wrong. That's a hell of a corner. That's a hell of a corner. Wow. Wait, there's a sound that is too high. I didn't turn off the sound that is too high. That is a hell of a corner. That's a very exciting corner. Former champions, all three of them. The last fighter that had this and when he was winning was Intando the Zulu Warrior Zondi. He was the last fighter to have these three in his corner. And that was when Corvus was still in Paulshof before they moved to Sunny Hill. Now they've all moved to different places. But here we have Stembiso Khadebe looking good. Farrow Spunky's going to have a hell of a fight on his hands. And here we have incoming Farrow, Spunky, Godfrey Mkhwanazi. Now, if you've just joined the stream, thank you for joining. This is the Kick Him in the Head podcast. Kick Him in the Head! I am your host, Yao. As always, we are on the co-main event now of EFC 136, the fight between Godfrey Mkhwanazi and Stembiso Khadebe. You know, I always get tickled when I see JP Kruger in the corner of Farrow Spunky. But where's Billy Oosthuizen? Where is Billy the Kid? Wait, where's the featherweight champion? Wait, isn't there an interim featherweight fight next month? There is. I think Billy's fighting next month in interim featherweight championship. Wait, Iga still has the belt? But Iga's commentating. What's going on? I felt like I went into the Twilight Zone for a second there. Speaking of which, Iga Kibesa still has the featherweight title. I would definitely say, I need to check, but he's probably the longest reigning non-active champion. He feels like Brock Lesnar at this point. And not his MMA career, his wrestling career. The beast incarnate. And they are having an interim featherweight championship fight next month. Let me just check who that fight is between. Because when I saw interim, I was like, And then again, EFC has a lot of interim championships running around being defended. So I didn't realize this, but it's Faiz going to be double champion. I've been talking about Faiz as if he's defending against Baba Yaga, and I don't know why I didn't pay attention to this. It's for the interim featherweight championship. So where is Billy? Billy? Yeah, because he beat Ken, who was really pissed and decided to buy EFC and went to fight everywhere else. Where is Billy? I need to find that out. I actually haven't asked this question, but I don't know where Billy Oosthuizen is. The former, at this point, interim featherweight champion. And coming up next month, the title fight there is between Faiz Jacobs and Ju Yemba, otherwise known as Baba Yaga. Wow, that's a very exciting fight. Like, Faiz is looking to get into the UFC, and this is his way by becoming double champion. As much as it's for an interim title, doesn't matter. It's still a title. He's going for the double title here, Faiz Jacobs. Now we have the fight about to start. Mkhwanazi's in the hex. 4-2 is the record of Stembiso Khadebe. If you don't know how to pronounce it because you're not from South Africa and you don't know how we pronounce it. It is Khadebe, pronounced with a slight G. Who is taking this one? Says Case Files SA. Look, I'm all in for Farrow Spunky. I'm a big fan. I love Godfrey Mkhwanazi. Since his little beef with Intando Zondi, love him. I picked him. But when I saw the corner of Stembiso Khadebe, I'm like, damn. So right now, the corner is convincing me that Khadebe is going to win it, but by decision. But I've got Mkhwanazi, but that's because I'm a fan. I don't know if Billy the Kid left EFC. I'm assuming Billy the Kid left EFC or he's injured. But I mean, he's not even walking out Mkhwanazi anymore. Now it's JP Kruger from House of Tinkerbell. He's the head coach of House of Tinkerbell, in case you don't know, JP Kruger. And the former EFC middleweight champion, JP Kruger. And so to see him, hey, Chichi. No, that's not Chichi. Gee, I thought I saw Chichi in the back there. So to see him, I was like, she's waiting for EFC again. So to see him here is very interesting with Godfather MMA. Yeah, you don't see it going all the way. The thing is, that's a good point, though. Mkhwanazi is tough, but these guys both look strong. They both look very, very strong right now. But it is bantamweight. I don't know who's got. I don't. Let me think about it. I don't know if Khadebe is a submission threat because, yeah, I don't know if Khadebe is a submission threat. Then again, he's got Machavani in his corner. I don't know. So I don't see a knockout. I don't even see a TKO. I see a potential submission. So let's see. I don't know. And that's why I'm picking submission decision for that reason or those reasons. Mkhwanazi is the underdog. 3.1 odds. Not bad. Not the worst. We've seen worse tonight. Shout out Lecture Gumbi. But so far, so good in this fight. Mkhwanazi and Khadebe are finding their range. They're finding each other. Couple of leg kicks. Khadebe's thrown a couple of teeps. Mkhwanazi caught one teep, chased him down. But so far, purely kickboxing. Mkhwanazi more boxing than kick. Khadebe more kick than box. Oh! Oi! Wait! 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 Whoa! Shush! Oh, I thought it was over for a second there. Oh my goodness. Well done to the referee for letting that one continue. My goodness. Well done, Brad Block. No, that's not Brad Block. Sorry, that's Vickers Swartz. Phew. Mkhwanazi caught him on the gym. This guy fell down. Mkhwanazi jumped on top of him. Hit him like 3 times. Looked like he was out. Ref didn't stop it. Suddenly he jumped up. Single leg. Drove him against the cage. Wow. That was exciting. Well, so far so good for Mkhwanazi. Let's see if he's got the ground game for this. And this is what I meant by I don't know if anyone. I didn't think an almost KO was going to come, but I don't think anyone's got like. Look at this. Look at what Mkhwanazi just did. He literally just jumped over Khadebe's back. He tried to. Well, he had him in full mount. Then he tried to do something, then tried to work an arm bar, and now he's on the ground, and Khadebe's got him in an arm triangle. Come on. Come on, Godfrey. You almost knocked this dude out. Don't lose like that. Okay, good. He's up. Now they're back on their feet, but Khadebe's got the double leg, and he's got the takedown. And he's got wrist control, and he's going to try and flatten out Mkhwanazi. So I think Khadebe thinks he's got the advantage on the ground. and he's pushing for an arm triangle here on Mkhwanazi, and I think he's going to get it. Come on, Godfrey. 1 minute. Godfrey, you can do it. Godfrey, come on. Farrow Spunky, come on. Get Farrow. Do something stupid. Yes! Use that power, man! Oh, he said that was... Oh, he just got slammed right back down to the ground. This is a tough round to call because Radebe almost got KO'd. And the second half of the round, he's just been smashing Mkhwanazi. So the question is the knockdown going to count more than the takedown and the control? Yes, Mkhwanazi's round knockdown. But you never know how the judges score it, which is why they say don't let it go to the judges. But right now, Mkhwanazi's getting smashed. He just looked at the clock. He's like, okay. I just need to hold him off for 10 seconds. It's not too bad, and I can get my feet back. Mkhwanazi is saying it was a late shot. A shot after the bell. Okay, cool. So, yeah, now they're in the corners. Now, let's see what happens in the rest of this fight because, wow, this is a cool... You know what? This has been a very, very good main card, I must say. Jeez, what did he catch him with? It was an elbow. He hit him on the top of the head. Oh, and he got slammed down. I don't even know how Radebe got that single leg there. He should have focused better in trying to get the finish. He went feral with it and he didn't get the finish. And he got slammed right on his back. Oh, it's very, very nice from Radebe. Radebe is very skilled, I must say. Very, very good fight. If Mkhwanazi didn't catch him with that right on the top of the head, he would have won that round. But well done, Farrow Spunky. I give you that round because of the knockdown. There's another kick to the body. Mkhwanazi caught it. Yeah, Radebe is using the cage very well. Mkhwanazi seems a bit one-dimensional, but that was a beautiful sprawl. Ooh, he got away there. He's like, you will not get my legs! Free the legs! Wow, that was a sprawl of note. But Mkhwanazi needs to do more. He's just looking a little bit one-dimensional to me with regards... Oh, what a jab! Oh, guys, no, so here's the thing with Godfrey, right? When he hits you, sheesh, and then a knee to the chin, sheesh, and then a knee to the forehead. Yo, Mkhwanazi is... Oh, he tried a judo throw. And he lost it, and now he's on the bottom. So when Mkhwanazi hits your chin, you will go down. He just rocked Radebe, literally knocked him to his knees. And now Radebe, what is this? As soon as Radebe gets knocked down, Mkhwanazi needs to relax. Once Mkhwanazi catches his opponent, he goes feral. He just starts to swing and go crazy. And that's why he's not able to finish the fight, even though he's knocked down Radebe twice. Because he's not focused enough on, okay, he's down, let me do this. It's, he's down! Ah! So I think that's very interesting because he should have finished this fight. That's 2 knockdowns in 2 rounds. And each time, and this is what's telling, each time after the knockdown, Radebe comes back stronger because Mkhwanazi is just throwing. So Radebe is able to get the single leg. Radebe is able to slightly get up, get a bit of a double leg, take him down and make it ugly, roll it up instead of being finished, instead of Mkhwanazi focusing on his ground and pound. So that's very interesting to see. I must say, I didn't realize. Okay, Godfrey, I love you, man, but bruh, you gotta expand your games a little bit. Can't just strike. You can't go feral, but then you're not feral spunky. Oh no. And he keeps on going from this for this arm triangle. And this is what I meant about Ade Volker. Volker got a guillotine in the first round. He couldn't finish him. Second round came, he got another guillotine, and within 15 seconds, finished him, meaning he learned from the position he had in the first round. We just saw Khadebe the arm triangle. He had one in the first round. He had one again now. Made the same mistakes. Feral Spunky got out. Just saying, that's why I have a lot of respect for what Volker did, because I kind of criticized him a little bit because Tifo's a strong man. Tifo was like, no, you will not. Right? Second round came, he's like, no, you will not. And he finished him real quick. Yes, be back soon. I've been here for a while. Get out of here. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Mkhwanazi is very dangerous. Yes, he is. He is very, very dangerous. Oh, Khadebe just hit Mkhwanazi with a nasty elbow right on the temple. So let's see what Mkhwanazi can do off his back here. Because this is where he struggles. This is where Mkhwanazi struggles, is off his back. And it looks like it's what usually happens. He's struggling off his back. 30 seconds left. So first round finished, Mkhwanazi on his back, looking at the clock, wondering what's going on. Second round's finishing, Mkhwanazi on his back, looking at the clock, wondering what's going on, whilst having a knockdown each round. Okay. Literally the exact same position as they ended the first round. It's literally deja vu. This is insane. So now the question is, third round comes. Does the same thing happen? Does one of them actually learn from the first round? Does Mkhwanazi chin Khadebe again, but this time not go feral? And then we call him Godfrey. What's the most classic thing I can think of? Godfrey Calm Lake Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi is suffering. He really is. Each time he has to look at the clock, he's like, yeah, but Khadebe is also suffering. He's getting chin. They keep on touching his chin and he crumbles. He literally just crumbles. Boom. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. But if you're not watching, if you ever get the chance to see this, Khadebe looked like he got the fright of his life when they punched him in the chin. He was like, that was funny. Sorry, Stimpy. So I keep on. I'm making lots of fun of these guys. I feel terrible because they're fighting. They're really fighting. Like, this is a really good fight. Like, it's very impressive. Mkhwanazi just needs to calm down. I think he's gonna chin him again because Godfrey's boxing is like, he's a boxer. It's superlative. It's fantastic. It's amazing. As long as he's one of the best. I don't see cracking today. It's one of the best. So I think he's gonna chin him again, but this time he needs to be calm Lake Mkhwanazi, not feral spunky Mkhwanazi. But feral is wild. But Lake is in the wild. So what's in the city? So maybe call him urban. What's the opposite of spunky? Urban nerd? No, what's the opposite of spunky? Because someone on the stream help me out. What's the opposite of spunky? Even if you're watching it on playback, what's the opposite of spunky? I don't know what the opposite of spunky is, but he should be urban something, not feral spunky. When he chins somebody, because I think he's going to chin Khadebe again, because this is going exactly like This is weird. Exactly like the first and the second round. Teep to the body, catch the leg, let him go. Khadebe is about uppercut. Khadebe is about to get chinned. Mkhwanazi is about to go feral. Khadebe is about to get the advantage on the ground. If that happens in the third round, my mind will be blown. Okay, it's a little bit less punchy. Khadebe learned, don't just stand and bang with this man. This man is dangerous. But the difference is Mkhwanazi didn't get the sprawl like he did in the first round. He couldn't get a second round. He couldn't get away. So that's why there's no boxing right now. And that's why Khadebe also got chinned, was because Mkhwanazi managed to escape from the takedown attempt. But he hasn't managed this time. But by all accounts, it's a win for Khadebe. Although the thing is, Khadebe has submission attempts. Mkhwanazi has maybe one knockdown. The second one wasn't a knockdown. He just rocked him. So as the judges, who do you really give the rounds to? It's very difficult to tell. Yeah, it's tough to tell, but I'm pretty sure it's come on. There we go. I'm pretty sure it's Khadebe because hey, but that's tough. He got knocked down, so maybe first round spunky. Second round, that wasn't a knockdown, and he sort of controlled the rest. I say Khadebe 29, 27, probably. Oh, Khadebe is just controlling the lower half of Mkhwanazi. He's floundering like a fish right now. So unfortunate. They've got him where his legs are between another man's legs like this. Oh, watching MMA is so ticklish. Like, it's so funny. It's not a comfortable position. Like, what do you do? They're in half missionary. Yeah, Khadebe's got a lot more strikes here in this round. So definitely third round Khadebe. He didn't get chinned at all. Possibly second round Mkhwanazi. First round Mkhwanazi because he got a full knockdown. He had a bit of like it was a good round for him. But yeah, this fight's almost over. 20 seconds left, and I'm calling it for Khadebe. But wait, Konazi's throwing up a triangle, but he's got nothing. He's not even close. There's nothing in it. Khadebe is out. 10 seconds left. Can he get an arm bar or something? Why didn't he do this before? Why didn't he do that before? He was trying to pull an arm bar. Okay. Okay. Look, I don't know. It's a very tough fight to call, but I'm giving it to I'm giving it to Farrow Spunky. I mean to Stembiso Khadebe. Okay. Well done. Shout out. Good fight. Like I said, this one was going to go to decision. I didn't think either fighter had it in them. I didn't think Mkhwanazi was going to rock Khadebe the way he did, but his boxing came in very nicely. But like I said, it was going to go to decision because I just felt that they just were going to be able to cancel out each other's finishing opportunities, which is exactly what happened. Farrell Spunky, not the best on the ground, but he knows how to defend himself. He's no slouch. He knows how to defend himself. But the issue is with knowing how to defend yourself is that you don't know what to do more than defend yourself, and then you get stuck with your legs between another man like this, which is unfortunate. It's not a comfortable position. But same with Khadebe. You get chinned. You keep getting chinned. But at least you were smart enough in the third one to not play around on the feet, you know? But then did you have the finishing capability? And he didn't in this instance. And then obviously Farrell Spunky, you know, goes Farrell when he gets a knockdown, which is absolutely hilarious. No, it's not hilarious. It's terrible. It's not terrible. It's something he needs to work on. Can someone help me out? You know what? I'm going to Google it myself. Let's see. There you are. What's the opposite of spunky? Never mind. We'll call him Urban Spunky. We'll leave it there. I'm going to call him Urban Spunky if he wins this fight. No, lose it. Wait. We'll see. I don't know. And the judges score it. All three judges score it. 30-27. 30-27 Stembiso Khadebe. Okay. Okay. So the chinning in the first round didn't help Mkhwanazi at all. Yeah, we saw you were hurt, bro. Bruh, you look like you're about to pass out. He says he's excited. He's over the moon. He looks like he's about to pass out. Okay, so that was a good fight between Farrell Spunky and Stembiso Khadebe. We went all the way 3 rounds to decision, 30-27. That means Khadebe won each and every round. In case you don't know, in case there are any pure casuals watching, each round is scored 10 points. If you win the round, you get 10 points. If you lose the round, you get 9. If you completely, utterly lose the round or the ref takes away a point for a foul, then you would get an 8. So each round is scored 10. There's 3 rounds. So 30 would always go to the winner, or 29. So the higher number. And then the loser would then be 27 or 26 or 28, depending. Hey, Conrad Siabi. Looking official. Never seen him in a suit before. That was interesting. Why is he wearing a suit? Okay, shout out Conrad Siabi. We are about to go into the title fight between Rayo Sanchez, Adrian Sanchez, and Bradley, the Nightmare, Swanepoel. Ooh. Striker versus a grappler. Striker versus a ground specialist. Let's see what happens. Technical fighter versus a brawler. One's got a chin, one's got a hand, one's got a... I'm out of... I got stuck. But yeah, that's going to be a very interesting fight. I don't know if Rayo's going to manage to catch Bradley when they're standing. Bradley will definitely get Rayo to the ground. And we will see if Rayo can get up or if he can sprawl or what happens, because that's the only thing he needs to try and avoid. Or maybe he's worked on his game so good that he actually goes to be on top. But the problem is being on the ground is so technical that if it's not something that you've been doing for your entire career, it's very difficult to suddenly throw into a title fight against a technical ground specialist. So I don't think that'll work. We'll see, but looking forward to that fight. Yep. So, interestingly enough, tonight, everyone seems to be echoing exactly what I'm saying after I say it. He's saying exactly what I said. He's training with killers, he's training with three former champions. So, he's training with the best. And they see him becoming a champion 2027. Well, look, after a performance like that, it is possible, but there are some aspects he needs to work on because if you're getting chinned like that, he couldn't see in the first round. That is hard. He managed to. That's the thing. When he got knocked down and managed to get that single leg, I don't know. I think Mkhwanazi woke him up. He should have just walked away. If it was a walk off, I think the ref would have stopped it because he would have had to get up and be stumbling, right? Then the ref would have stopped it. But because Mkhwanazi was still on top, he managed to grab the leg and turn it into a single leg. And because his ground game is better than Mkhwanazi, that worked. Wow. Wow. What? Who? Lewis Mataya? Lewis Mataya is fighting against Ayanda Zwana at EFC? So I know for a fact that no one watching this stream knows what that means. Whether you're watching in the future, the past, the present, watching the past, dun, dun, dun. Whenever you're watching this, you do not know who Lewis Mataya is. Lewis Mataya and Graham, the matchmaker, just said that he's a phenom. He's fought in AKO, he's fought in PFL. Where else is he fought? He's fought in quite a few places. He's a high level fighter out of Zim, and he's fighting one of the Hex's best. We called him the runner until he's now on a winning streak. Now he's the winner. We love you, Ayanda. Okay, we talk a lot of shit, but we love you. It's all love, Ayanda. The power. Okay, it's all love, even though we talk a lot of shit. But Ayanda is going to be fighting Lewis Mataya. That's a very interesting fight. I think it's a great fight for Ayanda. I think it'll give him something different to what he's been getting in the EFC. If I know anything about Lewis Mataya. Yeah, so that's going to be a very interesting fight. And for Lewis Mataya, I think it's a very good introduction to the EFC. Someone who's been in the EFC, he's got pedigree in the EFC. He's on a winning streak. Like I think that's a very nice fight. That's well done, matchmaker. You know, I say this every stream. Well done, EFC matchmakers, Graham and Ashley. Like I like the logic that we can build behind a lot of the fights that they make, even if we're talking about prelims, even if we're talking about do the roar, even if we're talking about fighters that a lot of people don't know how they match them up. It always makes sense, and it does always not always. It usually makes for interesting fights, or at least on paper, fights that make sense. One of the two. So a fight on paper might not be interesting in the ring, but it made sense on paper, or a fight that you're like, okay, on paper is amazing in the cage, not the ring, in the cage. So shout out to the matchmakers at EFC. I really enjoy their matchmaking, I must say. Ooh, I need to update that. Let's update the card. Because unfortunately, Monsieur Mkhwanazi was unsuccessful at his attempt to defeat the man who has not lost once in the EFC Hex, Stembiso Khadebe. So this fight was very good. You see, they went back and forth, punch, very good. But in the end, Khadebe, he lie on top of the man. He do things missionary, half missionary, and then he win fights. He win fights 30-27, full. All judges say he win fights. Fantastic. Well done. I almost went German there. We will be back when the next fight starts, and it is the title fight between Rayo Sanchez and Bradley Swanepoel. Welcome back to the Watch Along. If you've just joined me, I am your host, Yao. Excuse me, where's my water gone? Oh my gosh, I ain't got no water. Uh, I am your waterless host, Yao, and we are back EFC 136 live. This is the Watch Along, and we are about to get into the title fight, the main event between, I haven't updated, between Adrian, Rayo, Sanchez, and Bradley the Nightmare Swanepoel. Now, very fun fact, the guy who's commentating on Supersport right now, Iga Cabeza, I talked about him earlier, the GOAT, he is the featherweight GOAT. He was just saying, hey man, Bradley is great, but when he last fought for the title, it was against me, and he calls it a fluke, but I beat him in 20 seconds. Now, watch it back and tell me if, and he should tell me if he saw any of the punches coming. I was like, damn, Iga, you miss being the GOAT, don't you, bro? You'll be back. But yeah, so we are about to see the fight for the lightweight title. So Swanepoel previously fought for the featherweight title. Now he's fighting for the lightweight title. So yeah, this is for the interim title. This was supposed to be between Adrian Sanchez and Martin van Staden, the lightweight champion. But unfortunately, Martin's been injured. Hey, Triple H Jacasa, the former heavyweight champion of the EFC, standing right next to Adrian Sanchez there in the crowd. So Martin van Staden couldn't fight in December because he was injured. He couldn't fight in now because he's injured. But look, as his compatriot, at the age he is, opening the fridge will injure you, bro. Listen, let it go. I know you want to fight again, Marty. I get it. I know. I would love to see you fight again. But honestly, and I hope this motivates you to fight, but honestly, I think of myself and I'm like, ish. So look, Martin, get in there sooner rather than later. Injured or not, I think get it done. If you win, you go from being legend to being icon. You know, well, damn it, still got trickers. But besides the point. Besides the point. So, Martin, listen, please fight. We need you to fight. We need you to fight. You need to fight this man or that man or this man or that man. One of these two men. We need you to fight them soon, please. Bradley's still only 27. Shout out Bradley Swanepoel, by the way. This guy's so resilient. He's been through a lot in the past couple of years. Good to see him back, especially for a title. Good to see that he's still a good fighter. Love Bradley Swanepoel. Had him on the show a few times. He's a good friend of the show. Probably will speak to him after this fight, win or lose. It's been a while. I want to get back to interviews, so let's see. And then Adrian Sanchez, another friend of the show. Rayo just lost his mom December when he then won the title in January. Very emotional moment for him and his dad. He's back now. Let's go. It's fight time. Let's go, Khotso. I absolutely love Khotso. I'm full of love tonight, hey? Love. Love every fighter. Love Bradley. I love Rayo. I love Khotso. Keeps the spits clean, though. What are those? What are those? Rayo Sanchez. Let's go, Adrian. 9-5. Wait, isn't his parents like Mexican? So the last time I think he lost was when he got chinned by Hey, PD Coxon's reffing a title fight. PD Coxon, absolutely love PD Coxon. You see, more love. I love PD Coxon. Who else do I love? Come on, let's bring it in. Who else is here? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm out. Great. We'll stop there. I see someone I don't love there. I love Triple H. Okay, there's another one. But that guy. If you're watching and you saw where I pointed because you're watching and you understand and you saw, then you know. But otherwise, if you don't know, you don't know. And if you know, you know. I love Melissa. There we go. Dum dum dum. But she is one of the better ring girls. I don't see Kraken tonight. And he said he was going to be there. But the EFC has been very sticky with their tickets if you're media recently. I'm not feeling anxiety like I did for the middleweight fight for some reason. But let's see what happens. The fight has started. Bradley's moving his shoulders a lot. Lots of feints. Ooh. Up kick. No, front kick. And I was about to say that's my favorite kick, and I even got it wrong. Imagine. They haven't touched each other, and we're a minute into the fight. That's why I ain't got nothing to say. They literally haven't touched each other. This is literally a dance recital. It looks like they're doing capoeira. Come on, guys. I get range fighting, and I get that Sanchez has the reach, not the height, which is crazy because he's 5'11, Bradley 6'1. But Sanchez has an inch reach advantage on Bradley. He's caught him with a beautiful right straight. Sanchez caught Bradley. And that's the thing. Bradley's dancing. I don't know what he's doing. Like, get in there, man. Get, like, Sanchez is just backing him up against the cage. It looks like he's looking for a fake entry. What I mean by fake entry is like he just wants to take the legs without working for it. That's what it seems like Bradley's trying to do because he's not really doing anything, but you know he wants to take it to the ground. Whoa! People like me, we talk, 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 talk. Are we right? No, because look, he caught him with a nasty uppercut. Bradley caught Adrian with a nasty uppercut. So Rian Sanchez just got caught. And on that was basically the first punch of the entire fight. So, okay, I guess he's winning. Bradley Swanepoel's winning just based on that. Ooh, some big knees up the middle from Sanchez. There we go. Good, good, nice, dirty work. Good clinch game from. Hey! Whoa! That was a big knee up the middle from Sanchez. Whoa! Oh, that was nasty. Oh, that was a good knee. I'm surprised Swanepoel didn't try to change levels. He just threw a spinning back fist, but like a range finding spinning back fist. He's throwing lots of crazy punches. Very interesting. What did I call her? Oh, that's what I said. Oh no, I thought I got her name wrong. I love everybody. Who else can I find? Hmm. Shout out Stephen Big Willie Fowler. Swanepoel is overrated as fuck. Well, oh, my baby girl's listening. I meant AF. Sorry, Abby. Um, it's, it's tough because yeah, but also Ish. Hey. Hey. See, she's right there. That's my bad. What's happening, buddy? How you doing? Yes, I'm watching the fights. This is the title fight. Sanchez will win, and that's coming from a Durbanite. Ooh. You're not siding with your homeboy there, Steven. Uh, Senator. Hello, Senator and Adam. Welcome to the stream. So we're gonna keep it PG from here on in. But yeah, oof, big knee up the middle. Look, Steven, I hear what you're saying. Oh, those are some nasty uppercuts. Oh, he's getting pounded. It's over. Sanchez just smashed Swanepoel. Wow. 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 Whoa. Shoo! I haven't seen uppercuts like that in my life. That was one nasty uppercut. Whoa! Hoo-hoo! Adrian Sanchez. And that's the first round. That's what? 45 seconds. Wow. And you know what's crazy? Just as you said it, Stephen, there comes the knockout. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. Wow, that was nasty work. That was nasty work. Wow. Kraken said it. Eden and Senator. Full stop. Me too. Me too. Like the Me Too movie. Harvey Weinstein. Don't look that up. Wow. And he did it in quick order, which means he's ready to fight again now. Was that right? Why was he throwing the front kicks so slowly? You throw front kicks, I mean, you're telegraphing it. Oof, it's that knee. Bradley wasn't throwing fast and hard. Ish, and it's the uppercuts, uppercuts. Stembiso Khadebe is a hard man. That's all I'm going to say. Stembiso Khadebe is a hard man. And he said it in his post-fight interview. He's tough because they hit him harder than this. With all due respect, they hit him harder than this. That uppercut was nasty, pro gamer. They hit him. They got, but Stembiso Khadebe got smacked. They beat him. They hit him, and he got up and got into a single leg and got out of it. They hit him harder than this, so he is a tough man. But Sanchez, damn it, bro. Nice. Well done, Adrian. PFA. Well done. What next for Bradley Swanepoel? Second title attempt, second failure. He would be a very good gatekeeper. I'd love to see Bradley Swanepoel as a gatekeeper. Turn back the rising stars, but keep the division clean, you know? It was very, very good, pro gamer. I loved it. I loved it too. I love Sanchez. I love that belt. I love Hotzo's jacket. That jacket's gorgeous. I like. This dude's always got these fresh jackets. My TV won't turn off on me. I love Simon. Always love Simon. Oh, his dad's about to steal the mic again. Last time when he won the title in Cape Town, his dad hijacked the belt and the mic. It was it was very, very heartwarming. Very wholesome. I love how they're holding on to each other. Look at all the love. Like just oh, this is so EFC 136 is the most loving event I've experienced. Ah, there's his dad trying to do a heart, but he ended up doing this. That heart's about to have a heart attack. No, the heart is in this shape. I don't know. But lots of love to everyone, even Petey Coxon. uh, But that was interesting. So, anyways, but that was a great event. Thank you everyone for watching. That was the watch along for EFC 136. A fantastic event. We have there the final fights between Adrian Sanchez and Bradley Swanepoel going the way of Adrian, Rayo, Sanchez, who is deep in his post-fight interview. There we go. Now he's giving his usual post-fight rap, I'll call it. We gotta have him on the show next week. Look, there's definitely gonna be a dust up shakedown next week. That's gonna be next week, Wednesday. That's what, usually 10 or 11 p.m. South Africa time. We're probably gonna have on Adrian Sanchez, the defending interim champion of the EFC, lightweight champion of the EFC. That's gonna be great to have him on because we know he's got a smooth tongue. Ooh, that didn't sound right. Dun dun dun. That just turned this show into a homoerotic episode of the Kick 'Em in the Head podcast. I'm sorry, that was wait, why homoerotic? Dun dun dun. Why are you gay? Yes, McDane. Yes, McDane. You should join us soon. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, I forgot my kids are watching. Ah! Let him cook. Let him cook. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for watching. You will catch me again next week, Tuesday, 10 p.m. South Africa time, 10:10 actually, 10 past 10 South Africa time. We will be doing the recap show of EFC 136. Oh, here's Martin van Staden. I was just complaining and whinging and moaning about Martin van Staden not being available to fight Adrian Sanchez. Adrian just smashed and retained his title, and now there they are. Now they're busy shouting, "You don't want to fight me? I'll fight you." You don't. Ooh. That's gonna be a hell of a fight. This is a fight. Martin, please fight next month, Martin. We need this, Martin. Thank you. And I thought I was crazy for like being like, listen, Martin, just come back and fight. And he's now just coming back to fight. And that really excites me. I'm very excited. So this is a title fight I'm looking forward to. Martin, why didn't you bring your belt? Martin van Staden. Honestly, this guy needs his own fashion line. I love Martin van Staden's drip. Yeah, you must show him, Martin. Yeah. This is going to be a fun fight. Martin van Staden versus Adrian Sanchez. Hey, there's the Kraken. Finally. Finally. The Kraken. Love the Kraken. That was a great episode. I absolutely loved that event. That was a fun watch along. Really enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone, for staying with me for the past 2.5 hours watching all of these fantastic fights happening in Johannesburg, South Africa. Thank you so much, Senator and Adam, for joining. Thank you, Case Files SA, for joining. Thank you, Martin, Stephen. Stephen. Who else did we have in the chats tonight? Let's see. We had someone who tried to get me to speak Portuguese, and I lied out of my teeth saying I can speak Portuguese. That was fun, but thank you for joining Bregan Favela. Thank you for joining Peter 1991. Thank you, everyone. Much appreciated. You catch us next week, Tuesday, and we will be looking at the event to come between. It just caught me. Oh, between Faiz Jacobs and Ju Yemba for the interim featherweight championship. Until next time, everyone, don't forget to